Hello, I'm Joanne, and this is Jo Mama's Garden. Today, let's do a garden tour. The garden has grown. We have plentiful zucchini and plentiful patapan squash. I like to call them UFO squash. And, of course, my favorite, Armenian cucumber. Let's take a closer look. Here is the acorn squash, and they are getting quite large. The tomatoes under the shade screen are doing quite well, and we have quite a few tomatoes starting. The Kajari melons are really doing great, along with our tomatillo. A lot of blossoms on that, and they are starting to grow. The little papers around the tomatillo looks like a green tomato. The Mexican sour gherkins. Still, I don't have too many fruits on here. More Kajari melon. Pretty big one right there. The green beans are starting to produce flowers now, so I definitely want to keep them around. I mean, I love those flowers. They're just not doing great. Trellis, we have the loofah. Loofah is growing beautifully, and if we go around the trellis and look up, we can see one of the big loofahs growing. And this one up here that was stuck is getting kind of strangled. We'll have to see what happens. Still a lot of flowers. Here is our other Kajari melons that are on the trellis. And we're starting to get more fruit. Right here. We're starting to get some peppers on the pepper plant. The pepper I bought from the grocery store, we used it and I saved the seeds, and I planted the pepper plant from them. So if you really like something at the supermarket, save the seeds and plant them. All of the pepper plants have some flowers on them, and our pepper plant over here by the potatoes has a little pepper also. The tomato plants in the center of the garden are doing okay. We're starting to get some small tomatoes. This one has some larger tomatoes. This is the birdhouse gourd that planted itself. Seems to be doing quite well. Let's go ahead and look at the other zucchini we have. Have some fruits we need to harvest. We'll get that done today. patty pan squash with the chamomile. I have a lot of little bugs going on here. Oh, they're just small bees. The zucchini on this zucchini plant is huge. Oh my goodness. That is humongous. More zucchini on this plant. All the zucchini this week have gotten really big. It's been warm and wow. That is huge also. Here is one of my favorites, the Armenian cucumber, and it has some cucumbers in there. And over here on top, I just saw one over here hanging down. Oh, there it is. And a lot of small cucumbers that are just waiting to get bigger. More zucchini with large fruit. We have our zinnia flowers here. And this is a blue pepper plant. I'm very excited to see when that starts producing. We have our watermelon plant. It is getting larger. I don't really see any fruit on there yet. It will come. More flowers. And here is our other watermelon plant. It's doing okay also. Just no fruit yet. And then we have over here some of the largest acorn squash that I have right now. More zucchini in here. The corn is growing. It just kind of really got stunted from the heat. Next to that, over here, we have a leek that is really going crazy with its bloom. It's huge. Reminds me of Horton. Here's a who. In here, over here, right here, I thought this was a scallop squash. It, however, is a pumpkin. It just goes to show you, you should always, always label the seeds you save. Don't think you can remember what they are, because obviously you cannot. The dill is starting to get a little bit larger. It's looking good. Looks like something took a nibble off the top. I don't think rabbits are getting in here because there hasn't been enough damage. We had quite a bountiful harvest today. This is the biggest one. That's huge. Thank you so much for joining me today on this garden tour. I am so amazed at what can grow. I'm amazed at what is given us, what I can feed my family with. Thank you for watching my garden grow. Please subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.